Hello everyone, welcome to TechBrick YouTube channel. I am Malik Arjun. In today's video, we are going to discuss about what are arrays in Golang, how do we declare and initialize the arrays, when should we use arrays and when to avoid arrays. Let's get started. Before we make our hands dirty, we will try to understand few of the things. First one is like what is an array? Arrays are nothing but an ordered collection of logically related items of same type. So for example, let's say like I have declared an array with a type of integer and I will be allowed only to add integer items. If I try to add strings, it will throw an error. That is what nothing but like array is an ordered collection of logically related items of same type. And array size is non-dynamic in nature. Nothing but so like if we have let's say like I have declared an array with a size as 5, then that size is fixed and I will not be allowed to increase or decrease the size of an array. And then arrays is used only when the container size is fixed and the container size is going to be fixed throughout the execution of the program. Now we will try to see with some example. So let's try to declare an array. Let's say like we have let's say like we'll try to add like 5 items into an array. So I have given the size as well 5. So this is what the size of an array and which is of type int. This is how we declare an array. So now I want to add some items to an array. So let's say like I want to add item, let's say like 2, then item 3, then again let's say like I'm gonna add 4, 2, 3, 4. Now we will try to simply print an array. Let's see like what it gives. Go run main.go. So if you see here, it is giving 2, 3, 4, and again it is adding 2 zeros as well. This is nothing but we have already discussed like the default value of integer is 0. That is the reason it is like adding 2 zeros because of type integer. So if I simply change the type to string, then instead of zeros, it is going to add an empty string. So here we have added like 3 items and the size of an array is 5. So it is like by default Go is going to add like 2 zeros because we have specified the size as 5. So let's say like if I simply try to comment it out and the item of an like we have added like 2 items, so it should have like a 3 zeros in it. So yeah, it is like 3 zeros it is added, and whatever the items we have added, that is like 2 and 3. And arrays we mainly deal with the index actually. In order to fetch or in order to add an item to an array, we are like mainly dealing with the index. So nothing but the first item we can fetch it using index 0, and the second item we can fetch it using index 1. So let's try to see like how we can fetch the items as well. So array of 0, nothing but it is gonna give first item in an array. Similarly, array of 1. So let's try to run it. Let's see like what it is going to give. So if you see here, this is fine. Then it picked like first item, that is 2, and then it is picked second item. So this is how we can fetch an items from an array. So this is with respect to like declaration, and again like we are like externally doing an initialization. So now we will try to understand how we can declare and initialize together. So let's say like where uh, array 1 is equal to something like 5, which is of type string. Now we will try to deal with the string like a comma b comma c comma d. So here I have added like 4 items to it. We'll try to run it. So it is giving a b c d, and if you see here there is some like a space, that is nothing but empty string it has added because we have specified the size as 5. Now we will simply try to change the size to 4 and we will see like what it is going to give. So it is giving a b c d as expected, and this is how we can declare and initialize an array. So one more thing we will try. So for example, let's say like I have declared an array with a size as 4 and I'm trying to add fifth item to it. Let's see what it gives. So if you see here, here itself it is going to throw an error, change an array size to 5 because here we are trying to add fifth item, so that's the reason. So it is going to throw like index out of bound. This is what the error we get it. So we need to remove this so that it will be error free. So this is with respect to how do we declare and initialize an array. Let's say I want to find the length of an array. So we have a function called len, length function, and followed by we need to specify the array name, thereby it is going to give the length. So length is equal to length of an array, and let's try to print it. Sorry, my bad. Length. So let's, instead of this, we'll try to give this way. So it is giving 4 because array 1 I have specified and the size I also have specified 4. Let's say like I will try to remove 2 items from it. Now we will see like what will be the length of our array. Let's clear the screen and we'll try to run it. Go run main.go. So even though I have removed 2 items, it is going to add 2 empty strings, right? That is the reason the length it is showing it as 4. So whatever the size which we will be defining while declaring an array, so it will be same as the length of an array. So this is with respect to length. How do we find the length of an array? Let's say I have a scenario. I don't know how many items I'm gonna add to an array. In that case, we can simply create an array. Let's say like array2 is equal to square bracket, then followed by like 3 dots in it, then whatever the type of an array. So thereby, whatever the items we are gonna add to that particular array, that will be the length of a array. Nothing but the size of an array. So let's say like I'm going to add like a comma b comma c. I have added 3 items. So if I simply print the length of a array, so let's try to run this. So if you see here, it is going to give 3. So let's, like, it is confusing, let's try to print array2 as well. So yeah, if you see here, abc it is printing and then followed by the length as 3. So if I simply add one more item to it, then length should automatically change it to 4. So this is how we can deal if we don't know how many items we are gonna add to an array. Now we will try to learn how we can iterate an array. So for example, let's say like we have taken array 2, right? So which is having like 4 items in it. Let's try to traverse this array. So for I equal to 0, I less than length of a array 2, then I plus plus. So this is how we can traverse an array. Let's try to print the items as well. So array2 of I. So if any of you like already know like or already have a programming knowledge, then it will be a piece of cake for you, because in other languages as well, this is how we traverse an array. So if any of you like new to programming, then you need to carefully look into it. So yeah, let's try to print it out. Go run main.go. So if you see here, it is printing like A, B, C, D. So let's say like here we will simply try like array items will simply print. Array items are, so yeah, array items are A, B, C, D. So this is how we can traverse an array. There is one more way, like using range. That is key comma value is equal to range array2. So if you hover on a range is, if you see here, a for statement with a range clause iterates through all the entries of an array. So using a range, we can iterate an array as well. So fmt dot println of, let's try to print both key and value. So key will be index and value will be the item in that particular index. So in this case, 0, like it should like print like a 0, then A, then 1, followed by like a B, something like that. Let's see what it is gonna give. Just to differentiate the printout statements, I will simply add here range just for differentiation. So let's try to run it. Go run main.go. So if you see here, 0A, then 1B, 2C, and 3D. Nothing but these are all 0, 1, 2, 3 are the index, and A, B, C, D, these are the items which are present in the respective index. When can we say that two arrays are equal? There are certain like conditions it should match, then only we can say two arrays are equal. So the first one is length of a array A is should be equal to length of array B. So let's say like we have an array A which is of size or like a length is 5, then B should also be same. Then type of an array A should be same as type of B. So if I have declared an array A with the type as int, then B array should be of type int. Then order of items in an array should be same. So let's say here we have a array 2, right? So let's simply try to copy this and we'll simply give different name. So now if you see like ABCD we have, and here again length will be same and the type is also same. So we can say array 2 and array 3 are equal. So if I simply change D to E, then these two arrays are not equal because the order of item or the number of the item should be same, then the order of item should also be same. So if you see here, ABCD we have and ABCE we have, so we have a different item in it. So let's say I will change it to simply D, and instead of C, if I simply say B, and again like I mean swapping B and C, then also we can simply say these two arrays are not equal because order should also be same, but here instead of B we have a C, and again instead of C we have a B. So now we can simply say like ABCD, and like type is also same and length is also same. Thereby these two arrays are equal. So far we have learned what are arrays, how do we declare and initialize an array, how do we traverse an array as well. So if you guys like this video, please do like, share and subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thank you.